Good morning. It's a Happy New Year at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. I'm Sarah Benson. If you would like, stand and join us in a couple of songs just to kind of get it all together, get ready, be happy. All right.
I am a light, I am a light in this world. I am a light, I am a light, I am a light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. We are a light, we are a light, we are a light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. I see joy, I see peace, I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness, I see freedom. I see the beauty that lives in me. I see perfection in what life brings. I see God in everything. I feel joy, I feel peace, I feel goodness surrounding me. I feel love in every breath I breathe. I feel God in everything. I feel happiness, I feel freedom. I feel the beauty that lives in me. I feel perfection in what life brings. I feel God in everything. I know joy, I know peace, I know goodness surrounding me. I know love in every breath I breathe. I know God in everything. I know happiness, I know freedom. I know the beauty that lives in me. I know perfection in what life brings. I know God in everything. I know God in everything.
Woo-hoo. Oh, let's just breathe in all this joy and love and wonderful day to be here. Happy 2023. Woo-hoo. And blessings on 2022, right?
Hasta la bye-bye.
Hasta la bye-bye. Everything that I experienced in 2022 has brought me to this moment right here and right now. So I am blessed. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Teresa Valenzuela. I'm a practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living in the heart of Las Cruces. If you're new to our center, welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, where our vision is a world in loving partnership for the good of all. Welcome to anyone who is visiting for the first time. We have gift bags at either the table that will take you into our social hall or out to the sidewalk. Please pick up your gifts, and just to let you know, there's a gift certificate in that bag, so please visit our wonderful bookstore before you leave us. We're still giving coats, having our free coat giveaway every day that our office is open. We are also wanting to remind you to wear your name tags that I do not have. I do have an angel, I guess that's close enough. To wear your name tag to help our visitors and people who are returning to know who you are. And if you'll put your phones on vibrate right now, that would just be so lovely. Turning off my phone will ring in a moment, I'm sure. You're all invited to stay, yay, after service and do visioning for your new year and create a vision board. I am a retired kindergarten teacher. First thing I saw when I walked in this morning was that table full of goodies. So Reverend Bonnie will be leading that visioning and the making of the visioning board. So please stay after service. Also, okay, so we had a service project. We signed cards, we made cards, we tied up blankets to give away, and one of the recipients of the cards happened to be the Alzheimer's Association, and I'd like to read this rather quickly. These are their words. I wanted to send you a picture of the gift bags that will be distributed to the seniors in the memory care unit, as well as a few senior shut-ins in our Las Cruces community. Thank you so much for bringing by those wonderful cards, which we put inside the bags. It was a very nice touch. The manager at the memory care center was so excited, and the residents will be as well, as she was putting them around the tree. Thank you so much again for your thoughtfulness. And thank you all who were here that Sunday and also who just sent your energy to us to get that project done. This is a group of people that really do things out in our community, and I'm blessed to be a part of that. Also, friends and family of Rick Baldwin, which was Karen Boyer's brother. We will be celebrating his life at his memorial January 7th at 3 p.m. here at CSL. And you're all invited to come join us. Our new book study, The 5 Invitations, starts on January 10th, Tuesday. CSL Book Study Buddies meets from 1:30 to 3. Gretchen is going to be our facilitator for this. So if you have any questions, please see her after service. There's plenty of time to sign up. It'll probably be about a 6-week meetup for this particular book. And if you put your name on the list before December 18th, the books are in, so please see me after service and I will distribute those. Also, a new look for the new year, interior design workshop for the layperson will have 3 parts beginning January 21st. It's a workshop that will benefit the center while enhancing your understanding of lighting, color, and basic principles of interior design. A perfect event to invite friends to. Sharon Bray will teach from her many years of expertise. Sharon, thank you. You want to raise your hand? Yay! And her loving partner next to her. Please talk to her after service, and there's more information on the social hall. Also, save the date and time. This thing called You starts January 26th, which is a Thursday. There are flyers outside, and if you have any more questions, I'm sure Reverend Bonnie will be more than happy to talk to you about it. Now, just why are we here? I mentioned prayer is powerful. And so what I'd like to remind you is that we believe in the power of prayer, which we call spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. Please fill out a prayer request, which can be found in the pockets in the chair backs. And on Tuesday, the New Thought community, the ministers and practitioners, we gather together in a Zoom room, and we pray with you. We pray for those intentions that you bring to the table, and we pray with you. And we would also love to hear the manifestations of your prayers as well. So there are also in the back of the chairs, there's a card where you can share your blessings, your answered prayer, your gratitude. So please take advantage of that. And now it is time. I believe I did everything. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I'm not going to say another word. Song silence and prayer.
I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
And so at this moment, I'm just grounded in that gratitude of remembering the truth of who I am. And I invite each and every person in this room, all those joining us through Zoom, those who will be watching us on YouTube later, to just bring that to your heart. Remembering the truth of who you are. That oneness with a creative divine mind. And just breathing in that energy and knowing that our lives unfold and expand through love and law. And so we come together this Sunday for many celebrations this morning. What an absolute, powerful, love-filled time to be here and now, and always giving thanks. And so just so thankful for all the people that brought this morning together to fruition, and everything that's going to happen after 12 and everything that happens in between. We are blessed. We are one with the divine. We accept that. We receive that. We are joyous. And so I just invite you to release your thoughts and your words in this moment, knowing that it is all unfolding, evolving, and manifesting in that exact perfection of the infinite oneness that each one of us is. And so it is. For today's reading, it is a poem by John O'Donohue. It's from his book, To Bless the Space Between Us. It came to my attention. I went to installation of a minister earlier this year, and it just touched my heart, and here it is. For a new beginning. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wonder, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you are ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered, heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of becoming that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. And so it is.
I'm going to do a song I wrote this morning for you, and it just kind of, I found it in my notebook, and I thought, oh, that'd be a good one for today. It's based on a passage from the Ernest Holmes textbook, and I'm going to read you this paragraph. The great mystics taught that man should have no burdens and would have none if he turned to the One. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. As Jesus knew that it would be impossible for all men to come to him as a personality, he must have meant that we should come unto his understanding of life and reality. Someday we shall learn to lay our burdens on the altar of love, that they may be consumed by the fire of faith in the living Spirit. Man would have no burdens if he kept this high watch toward the One, if he always turned to God. This is called Altar of Love.
Bring every burden, bring every care, every journey going nowhere, every load too great to bear, every trial you've lived through, all injustice done to you, all the good you failed to do. Lay them down on the altar of love. Lay them down. Turn to the one most holy Lord of love, the joy of your faith, all power far above, your every care consumed in healing fire. Now clean and beautifully alive, you arise with love, your only soul, your one desire. Bring every burden, bring every fear, loss of treasure once held dear, every broken hearted tear, all your grief and doubt and shame, all your finger point and blame, every proud and silly game. Lay them down on the altar of love. Lay them down. Turn to the one most holy bright hopes dimmed by winter rain. Empty praise you made your goal, hollow virtues you extol, all your poverty of soul. Lay them down, lay them down on the altar of love, lay them down. Turn to the one most holy Lord of love, the joy of your faith, all power far above, your every care consumed in healing fire. Now clean and beautifully alive, you arise with love your only song, your one desire. With love your only song, your one desire.
And that was perfect because we're going to be laying down some of the past, whatever we don't want to carry into 2023. On the altar of love, we can call the burning bowl. That's part of today's service. So thank you so much, Sarah. That was beautiful, absolutely perfect, as usual. I'm Reverend Bonnie, the community spiritual leader here at the center. Wow, we made it to 2023. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm so excited. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it, as we've moved together over the last several years. And we're moving out of a year where we focused on living everyday wonder, and the Centers for Spiritual Living has chosen the topic Living Out Loud for 2023. And if you'd like to know how they go about figuring out what they're going to use as a topic and the different categories that we look at throughout the year, they do a whole visioning process, much like what we'll do after the service that you are invited to join me for to vision your year. They come together as a group and vision for the centers what we're going to focus on. There's an article in this month's Science of Mind magazine that talks all about it called Embrace the Vision of Living Out Loud, and it explains the process as well as the goal of this vision. So I encourage you to check that out and possibly even join Judy and Jim for the discussions around what's in this magazine on the Sacred Circle as well. So in this article, in the Science of Mind, Ernest Holmes wrote, "It is far easier to teach the truth than it is to practice it." Amen. In other words, we are being called this year to not only teach it or read about it, but to embody our teaching. And the way to do that is through the practice of all of the different types of things that we teach you to deepen in our practice so that we can embody what it is that we're all about. And this month, the focus for January is root and reboot. So we'll be looking at the roots of our teaching, where it comes from, and then how to reboot that practice, how to reboot that energy of living what it is that we believe in our everyday lives. And I'm not a Greek speaker, but Archilochus is a Greek poet, and he was credited with saying, "We don't rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training." Yeah, let me say that again. We don't rise to the level of our expectations, we fall to the level of our training. And this is a quote that the practitioner, Cheryl Clark, some of you might remember her, she told me this a few weeks ago as we're doing our book study. So I looked at that and I thought about, we're moving into a new year. We're looking at what practices we want to continue, what we're going to enhance in our life. Book studies are coming up again. Another class is starting the end of January. And those classes and book studies are there to help us train in this practice so that we don't fall as far when life's challenges show up in our lives. And that's part of why we do the practice. Sometimes I think we forget, oh, I have to get up and meditate this morning. Well, why are we doing that? Why are we bringing those things into our lives? Why are we doing treatments and prayer? So that we don't fall all the way to the ground every time, but we fall to the level of that training and practice. And that's what catches us. That's what uplifts us when we have challenges that show up in our lives. And so we are going to be doing a practice for this morning's service. The burning bowl ceremony includes meditation. It's going to give you an opportunity to release anything you're ready to let go of from 2022. And then we will be looking at listening within to receive what's coming in. And then at the end, you'll be writing a letter to the God within you. And we'll be bringing in that intention for the new year. So I'll be explaining the ceremony a little bit more. But right now, another Greek philosopher, Empedocles, is credited with the idea that there are 4 elements that are the root of all existing matter. And those elements are air, fire, water, and earth. And we add spirit to all of that because spirit moves in and through all of creation. We know that God is all there is, expressing in all these different elements. So for today's ritual, we're looking at the power behind these energies and these elements, fire being one of them. So to begin, I'm going to invite our board president up to talk to you about part of what we get to do with fire today. Come on, Bob.
Good morning, CSL. Before I get into what I'm going to say, I just want to take a moment and extend a big thank you to Sarah and Doug for the gift of the music that they give us. Having a moment. Stuff that down. So, we've had this burn the note thing going, right? And I'll tell you that in spite of the fact that I've been in this teaching for 24 years and a practitioner for 14, I am still by nature a pragmatist. And I looked that meaning up to find out what that meant, to make sure that what I thought it was what it was. And it says, a person who is guided more by practical considerations than by ideals. So I balance those two. And actually, a pragmatist is a step forward for me because I came in here a pessimist, because of the way that I was raised. Oh, you can't do that. That'll never happen. You don't go there, And so there's always this balance, and it's exactly what Reverend Bonnie was talking about. It's easier to teach this than it is to live it sometimes, So when we started this whole idea, I thought, yeah, that's a great idea. But there's no way that we're going to do it by the end of the year, which flies in the face of everything that we teach, talk about, know, and see. So the reality is that a little mini miracle happened here, and if I can get this to go on. Oh, great, it doesn't. Hold on. And even as recently as 2 weeks ago, I was saying, and for those of you that are on Zoom, we paid the note off. Matter of fact, we took a big check over there, and I have the release of mortgage right here in my hand. So this building is ours, 100%. So what this has done for me personally is a big reminder that there is no big and small in God's world. And that every time we put limitations on what Spirit can do, we're not trusting in that process. And this whole thing, for me personally, it was a demonstration in the power of visioning and prayer treatment. So, let that soak in a little bit and realize that what we've done here. And I am very grateful, as we all are, for all of those who stepped up and made this happen. Obviously, there was a few people that stepped up in a big way, and we're very grateful for that. But also for anybody that contributed to the Burn the Note. But in addition to that, anybody who just is somebody who can, puts a few dollars in the plate every week or whatever, all of that goes to the greater cause of keeping this place going and making it the place that it is today. So a big thank you to all the members and everybody that supports this center. And it's a pretty remarkable thing that has just happened. So thank you so much. I'm so blessed to be a part of this community, and part of the reason why I do this work is to keep reminding myself of that greater truth, to live in that. And this is a great opportunity, the beginning of the year, great opportunity to refocus that whole thing. And just to tell you how much I've grown, I have good feelings about this year, 2023. I can't always say the last two I started that year off like that, but this year feels pretty special. So with that, I'm going to take this outside here and burn it.
Yeah, so you can witness through the window. Just to put it into perspective for some of you who haven't been around very long, when I started 10 years ago here, we had a $20,000 balloon payment looming over our heads. And now, it's done. We've done it all. We've met our goals, and here we are. For those of you on Zoom, he's going outside and putting the note in the cauldron to burn. Burn, baby, burn. And Jane's taking pictures. Oh, I see smoke. Woo! Oh, good. Kathy's getting pictures, too. Yay, Nancy. Good to see you. All right, it's done. Fabulous. I put the remote thing down there for you. Thank you, everyone who helped with that. I had one of the people from Unity said, oh, I knew you were working on that, and I just kept praying for you. So even those prayers were behind this. It's all that intention. It was that goal that we set, and I knew we could do it. I'm like, yes, we're going to do it. I just saw it happen, and I'm so grateful. Thank you. Bob says that's why he listens to me. Okay. I'm so grateful. So now is your opportunity to see, this was a physical example. Look at your own life. We're going to go through a ritual together now. And we start with a short meditation. And in that meditation, contemplate what it is you would like to release that's not serving you anymore. And contemplate what your intentions are for 2023. And as you do that, the air aspect is the breath. Let your breath come in and then release with your breath what you are seeing go out. And as you're breathing in and out, and as you get to a space where you realize what it is you're ready to release, you have that purple paper, and Tina has more of them if you need them. Just write down. You don't need the full story. You just need enough on the paper so that you know you're letting it go. You want to be sure that you are really ready. And then you're not just doing this as a little exercise, but really see the release. See yourself letting that go. You're going to walk outside and drop it in the same place and let the fire lift it up back into the nothingness from which it came. That smoke just carries it back. And just be completely willing to release when you do that. The fire is a powerful symbol of wisdom and knowledge and passion and purification. And it destroys, and then out of ashes, we have the ability to create something new. So we're using this ritual as a way to release old resentments, hurts, grudges, regrets, any suffering, and we're creating a space to bring in something more significant to us. We're releasing what has held us back from our highest good and opening to receive our highest good, letting go of feelings of anger, unforgiveness, unhealthy habits, relationships, etc. And when you release it, you can say to yourself an affirmation, something like this: I now release the belief that whatever is impactful in my life, I release it and may it forever be gone from my experience. I've received its gift, and I'm ready to embrace something new. Excuse me. We'll be giving you time in the meditation to go within and just see what all comes to you that you're ready to release. Ernest Holmes, in the back of the Science of Mind text, wrote a lot of affirmations with the denial and the affirmation. Sorry. The denial is what is not true, what you're releasing. The affirmation is what you're bringing in. For example, I cannot be sad or depressed, for the all-good has claimed me as its own. O soul within me, rejoice and be glad. That's from page 516. Or, there are no mistakes. None have ever been made, and none ever will be made. Nothing ever happened in the past to hinder or hurt. I live in the now, free from any yesterdays or tomorrows. That's page 519. So you can come up with an affirmation to say as you release. And then instead of actual water, we're symbolically doing water, so you can walk down the sidewalk, go in the doors there, and there's a table where practitioners will assist you as well. We have sanitary wipes. But see that as water, releasing again, washing off any residual, any last bit that you want to release. And in the meditation as well, you will be going within and seeking a new name. Again, symbolically, this idea that there is a name of something you're receiving, either a God quality, and we have white stones, which represent the earth. They're solid and they're grounded. These white stones are from Israel. And the idea of the white stone ceremony comes from a reference in the Bible from Revelations, the last book, 2:17, which says, let anyone who has an ear to listen to what the Spirit is saying, to everyone who hears, I will give hidden manna, and I will give a white stone. And on the white stone is written a new name, a name that no one knows except the one who receives it. And so this is a symbol of receiving the new. Back in the day when the teacher Jesus walked the earth, people who were released from prison were given a white stone to represent their new start. So you can see yourself released from whatever imprisons you, and the white stone representing the newness that you're carrying forward. So again, in the meditation time, which I'll start once I'm done explaining all this, you will be asking your higher self for a word or a phrase or a new name. In the Christian scriptures, Paul became Saul. So that's an example of a name. There are several people whose names changed in the biblical stories, and that's because they took on a new identity. So a new name might come to you, or the words I am, or a God quality, such as love or peace, joy, harmony, unity, wholeness, or health that you're wanting to bring in and carry with you. And whatever it is that comes to you, once you've burned your release, you've wiped off your hands, you will pick up the stone, and there are markers to write that word or that new name on. And then we will be handing you a piece of paper that is where you can write your letter to the God within you of what it is you want to bring in. So you come back in here, sit down, and in meditation, again, think about what you want to manifest, write that down. There's envelopes with that. Address it to yourself. Put it in there and seal it, and then leave it in the back in the offering plate or on your chair. I'll collect them, and we will be sending them to you next Thanksgiving so you can give thanks for them as they've manifested in your life. So that's the process today. So if you're ready, just take a moment to go within and center into your heart space. We've already heard the beautiful song about leaving everything on the altar of love. Your heart is that space where the love generates and connects you to all that is. And as you go within, you can ask yourself, What is the personal prison I have claimed as my own and that I am now walking free from? What am I willing to release? Are there any limitations I've accepted as my own that I'm willing to let go of and see greater expansion and potential? Often, these prisons are from stories that we've told ourselves about our childhoods, about our childhood experiences. And so if there are any of these stories that you're ready to let go of, consider them. And as they come to you, jot down on your purple paper what it is you're ready to release. And if you need more, just raise your hand. And we want to stay in a sense of meditation for this whole process. So when you're complete, just go back into meditation and we'll move to the next part. Those of you at home can do this as well. What are you ready to release? Just jot it down somewhere. And remember, to receive your new name or your new quality that you're drawing in, you must be willing to overcome any obstacles that stand in your way, to let them go. So allow yourself to feel ready as you write these down. Feel the release. And then sit back and let your body relax. Let all stress and tension just slip away. And just see yourself completely filled with the light of spirit. However you visualize that, a golden light, a rose-colored light, a white light. See yourself filled from the top of the crown of your head all through your body with that light of spirit. And you can affirm to yourself, I am made in the image and likeness of God. God intends for only good in my life. And you can affirm, I am free. I am unlimited. I am open to the possibilities that Spirit lays before me. And I face any challenges with enthusiasm and faith, knowing that I move forward on the path that God intended for me. And you can affirm, I allow myself to release any fears and limitations that have previously held me prisoner. I release any negative beliefs about how to live my life and what I am capable of. And I open fully to my good. And so, knowing that names are important and that names have symbolic meaning, I am ready to receive a new name, a new quality. I'm willing to release and heal all fears and limitations that have held me back. I am ready to face any challenges rather than letting them overcome me and step forward with faith into the opportunities that Spirit has placed before me. So as I breathe, I release with the out-breath, and I open to hearing in my mind's eye the new name or God quality that I am receiving and willingly taking into 2023. And once your new name or quality has come to you, keep it in your mind, and you can go out and drop what you're releasing and go around through the front doors, pick up your white stone and your letter, and come back into the room. Sarah, you want to go first, and then you can do the piano? So just listen within until that quality or new name comes to you. And Doug, do you want to help them out there at the... Yeah. I don't know if the camera will turn, Bob, so they can see people going out. I can try. It won't go all the way to the window, huh? So you can keep working on those through the special music, but let's just pray. So you hold it in your heart. Practitioners are holding this for you if they'd like to stand around the room while they're also trying to write their letters. They're multitasking. And so we just know that as we set intentions, Spirit says yes. Spirit says yes to this building being ours so that we can move forward, being an amazing presence in the downtown Las Cruces, bringing good to all those who walk through the doors. Spirit says yes to every intention that has been written in the form of a letter that is going to be mailed back to each individual. Spirit says yes to everything that we put out to it. So we mind our thoughts, we change our stories, and we bring about the truth of who we are and hold that as what we want Spirit to say yes to. And so we know that Spirit knows deep in our hearts our highest good, and we say yes as Spirit says yes, and we walk together as one into 2023. So I'm grateful for this coming together, for this space where we learn these truths about ourselves and everyone in this planet. We see world peace happening. We see the truth of how Spirit wants to be love and harmony around the world. And we hold that vision as we walk our truth. We put our feet to our treatments. We embody this teaching. And so with deep gratitude, I release these words knowing that they are already so in the mind of God and expressing through each individual who hears my voice. As together we say, and so it is. Thank you all. Beautiful. So you can continue, finish your letters, be sure to address them while we have some more music.
Yeah. This is I Walk Away by Eddie Watkins.
Every morning, the light keeps getting brighter as I wake up to the truth. Every day I'm feeling so much lighter, and the world seems fresh and new. What I was taught and the way that I thought stopped serving me long ago. Now I'm learning to trust in the God of all of us. Each day I start anew, and so I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to confusion. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to such sadness. Today is the day I walk away. Every day I walk away. Every morning hope brings a new beginning. By grace another chance to be. I awaken to the sun upon me shining, lighting the way for me to see. All things I sought and the way that I thought
led me to confusion. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to such sadness. Today is the day I walk away. Every day I walk away. Today is the day I walk away.
Perfect. Beautiful. Today's the day we walk away from whatever led us into confusion, and we're walking into that truth and clarity. Thank you, Sarah and Doug. Once again, I agree with Bob. It's been such a blessing this year that they've stepped forward and brought us music, and the folks that have gotten to sing with them, like Gretchen and Kay, we're just so blessed. And we just know that the people who left us this year are smiling down on today. I think of Randy, I think of Daryl, I think of Faith, who left before, and Martha and Geneva, all of these dear souls that have been a part of this center. They walked away in a different way, but they're celebrating, we hope, and we hope that they see and know what today has brought. That we own this building, we are a light in this community, and we're going to continue to shine our light in a huge way this year. We're going to step forward and just continue to see how Spirit wants to move through us. And so I am so grateful for all the new people that have come forward and stepped up, all the people who've been here for years and seen this progress and supported us in this progress. We've got several board presidents and board members in the audience as well. So thank you all. Give yourselves a hand. What a year. What a year we've had. What many years we've had. Thank you. This has been fabulous. Miss Pat.
I think I am along with the rest of the congregation in my gratitude and appreciation of you.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. This is definitely community. I don't do this alone. You are all part of what has been created here. So thank you all. And this is our time when we continue to consider how it is that we give back to our center and know that we are moving into a new month. So 10% of everything that comes through the center for January is going to support Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Nancy and Pam, you'll be happy to hear that. They're watching on Zoom. They have been big sisters to two amazing young children and who've grown into young adults. So we're grateful to them. Oh, yes, look at that. Yay. That's Nancy and her little Jada as she's grown up. So we're so grateful. For more than 100 years, Big Brothers and Big Sisters has operated under the belief that every child has the potential to succeed and thrive. As the nation's largest donor and volunteer-supported mentoring network, they make meaningful, monitored matches between adult volunteers and children ages 6 through 18. Research shows that positive relationships between the littles and their bigs, is how they refer to it, have a direct and measurable impact on children's lives. Having a special adult they can turn to gives a little greater self-confidence, leads to better choices, and generates more hopeful plans for the future. And that was an example. Watching these folks grow up with Nancy and Pam has been amazing. So you can not only give to the center and 10% goes to them, but you can become a big for a little if you're interested and be a part of that program. Yeah, don't laugh. You all have a lot to give. We have a lot to give, and there's a lot of kids that could benefit from what it is we teach and how we could walk with them in this world. You can bring them to church. Anyway, let's just take a moment to say together our blessing and recognize the blessing that we have experienced in our lives. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, in me. And we'll sing, I Am So Blessed. And think about the 2022, how blessed you are, and sing it out.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
We are so, so blessed. And so what you've written on your pages, your letters, be sure to address them, seal them, leave them in the offering. You'll see them again next Thanksgiving. You will probably have forgotten you even wrote them. So it is so much fun to see when you receive them. Please stay and join us for a visioning so you continue to vision and see what Spirit has in mind for you, and you can create a vision board to support your letter, to support what comes through the visioning. And so now let's close by singing our peace song and envision peace. We want to see peace in this world. Let's hold that vision.